Brian, man, what's the hold up, bro?
With over
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's up, everybody? This is Sante and the place to be. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here at the pod, and it's the Every Other Day podcast. As you see, the setting is a little bit different. I'm not at the table. You know what I mean? I'm at something just a little bit slightly different. I'm set off. You know what I mean? I'm set off to the side a little bit. I'm doing something a little bit different. And I said, I'm going to make myself more comfortable. I'm going to keep that space in that area for the, the people that come and do their thing. But for right now, we're going to do it straight like how we do it here at the pod. Welcome to the Every Other Day podcast. So hope you here and you will get something out of what we're going to do today. We're going to open up the phone lines real soon. And we're going to talk about, if you want to, call in and join in and stuff like that. If you want to do that, we will be able to do that. Let me see. But you know how we do, man, like how we do every time that we do this show. We come down, we talk about what we did last time, and we talk about what we talked about last time. And then moving on from what we talked about last time, we move on to what we're talking about today. We let the crowd go ahead and tell us or show us or give to us what we're going to talk about the next time that we come on the Every Other Day podcast. So right now we at Facebook, YouTube, of course. Then we got Instagram and TikTok going at the same time. So let me look over there and make sure everything going good. Oh, yeah. We good. We good. We real good. So with that being said, y'all, last week, which I said I was going to come on Wednesday, but I didn't come on Wednesday, wind up having a more serious, more, I had more stuff to do than I thought that I had to do, and we couldn't get to it. So last week, man, we talked about standard operating procedures. Standard operating procedures. If you're watching today, I ask you, would you go ahead and hit the share button? And before I really start, I'm gonna go ahead and share it to a couple of groups that I really like. Let me see here. The one group I really like, the Black Podcast. Let me share it there. Let me share it to the Podcast Nation. And we're going to even to the Pontiac Central group. Yeah. So we're going to share it to all. We shared it to 4 groups or whatever. So, yeah, we back here in the place to be. So last week on the Every Other Day podcast, man, we talked about the standard operating procedures. And I got off to a real rough start last week when I did this show, is because I went off the script. I went off what I was preaching, the standard operating procedure of how I set things up and how I do things. And then what I did was I wasted a lot of time, which brought me into today's topic. Time is money. You know what I'm saying? But I wasted a lot of time. And sometimes you can waste time trying to, or not even having an operation of a standard operation procedure. You gotta have something or order operation of doing things, or you're gonna wave like the wind flap you. You're going to go each and every way. You're going to go whatever way other people want you to go. And it's always imperative that you always have your way of doing things. It's okay to go ahead and take some advice every now and again, but it's more important for you to know what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. So you got to have a standard operating procedure. So we have 4 bullet points. You got to stay the course, you save time, you trust yourself, and you're more responsible. So with that being said, we talking about, so we got it on here on the clipboard. As you see, I got a clipboard back there. So today we talking about time is money. And that's in any business. Because here I like to talk about business things. I like to talk about things that make sense money-wise. You know what I'm saying? You need that. Time is money. Time is money, 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 money. And you got to be able to manage your time. And you have to be able to sustain your time and get compensation. Me and my buddy talk about this all the time. I always talk about my man here in Mississippi, but he's from Pontiac, the South Side. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up together. And we always talk about money. You know what I'm saying? As far as the time, as far as for money compensation, as far as what you do or whatever that you're trying to accomplish. Even with this whole thing that I got going on up in here, this took money. Everything that I got going on here, everything that I bought, tablets, computer, mixer, cameras, lights, stuff that you can't even see on that other wall over there. Money, 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 investment. And a lot of times on your investment, you don't get the return right away. So a lot of people don't want to invest in what they want because they don't see a return right away. But you got to invest in any and everything that you want to accomplish in life, and whatever you want to do, you're going to have to do some investing. You know what I mean? And sometimes with that investment don't return in a year time, a month time, or 2. Maybe it'd be a year, 2 years, or 3. You know what I'm saying? But if you could stay the course, but ultimately time is money. So what do we realize? If somebody out there in the chat, you can go ahead and give me a chat. Let me know what you guys think. The subject today is time is money. We blank right here. We got 4 bullet points. 4 bullet points. What is the main reason why you want to go ahead and associate your time with proper compensation or monetary value? Why do you want to do that? I'm gonna look over here on TikTok and Instagram, and if you want to go ahead and comment on YouTube or Facebook, whoever's watching, please do. Let me look over here on this tablet and see what it is. Let's see. We got an empty room. So what? Even if it's an empty room, I'm still going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to have the mentality of time is money. Well, when you have the mentality that time is money, you don't allow your time to be wasted. You don't BS time. You don't waste it. You don't waste it. You don't waste time because, with that time, there's a premium with time. A lot of time we think that we have all the time in the world. Well, as you climb the ladder to success and also in age, you find out that you have less time available. You have less time to be with your family. You have less time to enjoy the things that you love or like for yourself. You have less time to be able to rest. You know, you have less time to be able to be here on earth. You know what I mean? Totally, period, point blank. So you realize that sometimes when you're younger and you're paying your dues, you really don't value time like that a lot of time. You know, so now as you sometimes get older and you climb in that stairway, you understand that time is at a premium and you cannot let your time be wasted don't waste your time unless, you know what I mean, you wasting it on something that you want to waste it on. If it's just, you know, relaxation, and I don't even call that waste of time, but that's something spent on you where, you know, the value is not monetary, but it's beneficial to your health. You know what I mean? So you got to spend that time for yourself. So when you find out that time is money, and time is money, when I'm saying time is money, time is currency. It can be not just only money. Currency is something, the medium of exchange. It's something that you're getting something back for. So for this time, I'm giving you this time, I'm getting this back. Or you're giving yourself this time and you're getting something back. You understand? So you understand as we get older, you start to understand that time. You don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. Billet number 2. Anybody out there that want to give me billet number 2? I'm going to pull up the chat. And anybody that wants to, let's see here. I'm about to pull up the chat so people can see here. I'm going to pull my name off. Pull this chat up a little bit. Let me see here. What's up, Danny? Here we go. Boom. Time is money, for sure, for sure. So give me number 2. Tell me, what do you think about this? Time is money. You don't want to waste it. Billet number 2. Healthy boundaries. All right, bet. I like that. And we talked about healthy boundaries a couple of weeks ago, actually. Like maybe 3 episodes ago, we talked about boundaries and how boundaries are very, very important. Very, very important. And you gotta make sure that you put those in place, or you're gonna be messed up. Let's see on Facebook, let me see on Instagram and TikTok what we got. Okay, we ain't got nothing. We gonna still rock it out, right? We still gonna rock it out. You see, I got my Cash up and everything. Time is money. Hey, baby, time is money. Y'all see my Cash up in the corner? Time is money. Everything that I do has to have some type of return to it. And it ain't talking about compensating far as monetary compensation, far as greenbacks, you know, or something in my bank account, but it has to have some value returned, you know, of equal value or close to, you know what I mean? So you got to have that. Let's see. So you don't want to waste it. When you think of time as money, currency, you present healthy boundaries because of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to number 3. Why you don't want to waste time? Because time is money. Because you don't get it back. Time is something that you don't get back. You don't get back. You don't get time back. A lot of times we feel like, you know, maybe we get time back and we well, I get back to it, or X, Y, and Z, and this and this and that, but you don't. Once time is gone, that's one thing that we don't control, is how much time that we have. We tend to think that we have a lot of time, but we seeing young people leave, we seeing old people leave, of course, but you're seeing infants. You know what I'm saying? Time is something we do not control. So we got to get the most out of our time. You know, we have to get the most out of our time, period. Because if you don't do that, I think in a lot of ways, if you don't get the most out of your time, you're going to end up on the wrong end of the stick. You know what I mean? I just think of that on a judgment level. If you didn't optimize as much as you could possibly get, and none of us really, really do, but, you know, at least 60, 75%, if we can maximize what we do with our time, you know, and spend it wisely, because each breath that we get, each step that we take is gone into infinity, and it's something that we'll never get back. Just think about that. If you really value your time like that, if you start thinking about it like that, you'll be more cognizant of the way that you treat your time and the way that you value yourself. You understand? Because sometimes we don't value ourselves enough and we waste our time, or we give our time away. All right. So we got, don't waste it. When you know that time is money, you don't waste it. You protect your healthy boundaries, because you know if you don't have your healthy boundaries, you're going to waste your time. And then also the other number 3 is time. You never get it back. Once you use it, it's gone. You never get it back. So what's number 4? If anybody can give me number 4, I'm going to pull the chat back up. Let's see if anybody else say anything. Miss Danny, you ain't got nothing else for me? Yeah, time is money, like I said, yeah. So this is what we're going to do then. I'll go ahead and give the last one, and then we have the discussion. I'm going to open up the phone lines, and we go from there. You know how we do the show. By now you should know how we do the show. Happy Monday, everybody. So time is a blessing. It's life. So here's my 4 bullet points, and I'm going to open up the phone line for whoever may want to call. You want to understand that time is money, or some form of currency. It's some medium of exchange. The time that we have, we're supposed to do something with it, accomplish something with it, but we're supposed to get something for it. We're supposed to get something for our time. And if anybody out there make you think that you're not supposed to get anything for your time, will you X them from your life? And it's as simple as that. And you keep walking, and you value your time, because your time is limited. We all have a 50-50 chance of waking up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or seeing the end of this day. Anything can happen. So your time is valuable. Look at it as time is money. You should be compensated for it. Also, the time that you're spending just doing what you do, it needs to be compensated. It needs to be building something. It should be growing towards something. Number 2, healthy boundaries. When you have healthy boundaries, you will not let anybody waste your time. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat to see if anybody came up. What's up, Colby? Jordan? You won't let anybody waste your time. You know what I'm saying? When you look at time as money. Time, number 3, time, you never get it back. Once it's spent, it's gone forever. You never get it back. You know, that time that you spent with dad, the time that you spent with mom, your brothers, your sisters, your girlfriend, wife, husband, those things gone. They never come back. Each moment is precious. You know, each moment is precious, and you should really think of it like that. And then time is a blessing. Time is life. And I try to tie everything into a business aspect, because I'm trying to, not trying, I told you I'm going to X out that, I'm going to X out that, that word from my lexicon, trying, because I'm not trying, I am doing. What I'm doing today is doing. This is how I'm spending my time, and I want to get some return from my time, because I want it become my time to be a value not only to me, but I want my value to be a time to you. I want some compensation for my time, because I understand every single day and moment that I wake up, or every time that I wake up, is one less time that I'm going to wake up. Let's just be honest and be for real about it. So you have only a set amount of time to make the impact that you want to go ahead and make. And you got to be on it. You got to be on it. If you, I used to talk about this all the time, but I still talk about it today. If you have an idea, go for it. But once you start implementing your idea and whatever and whatnot, you understand it produces value. Once you start implementing your ideas cost money. Like I say, when I first started, everything that you see around here costs money. You see that camera up there? That costs some money. Computer, tablet, mixer, mic, TV over there, light, other iPad on the, all of this costs. And you know what it took to pay for this cost? It took time for me to get the assets to be able to put all this in place to create more value. So when you create value, you deserve value. Understand that when you create value, you deserve value. And you should take nothing less than what you feel you want. And fair, you know what I'm saying? And if you want more for yourself, work yourself into a position to have more. And just like any other investment, you have to wait it out. Sometimes it's not, sometimes you hit like the roulette table. Sometimes you have to wait. You know what I mean? Let me check TikTok and Instagram. Then I'm going to open up the phone lines. And if you want to call, please do. Hey, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to open up the phone lines where I'm going to share this one more time to my favorite group here. Really like this group, the Black Podcasters Network. I'm going to share one more again. And then I'm about to open up the phone line. Let me go ahead and put the phone line up so you guys can give me a call if you would like. Bam. Phone line right there. It's open. Boom, boom, boom. If you would like to give a call, please do. Phone line is open. So let's go ahead and recap. Right now, you said don't waste your time because time is money. Create healthy boundaries. Time, you never get the time back. And time is a blessing. Time is life. So just always remember that time is like currency. You know what I mean? And when you spend it, it's gone. You know, but the only difference is that you can't create more time. You can do things to, they say you can buy time. Maybe you can, but you really can't add more time onto your life. You know what I mean? You really can't add more time until you know, because there's nothing that we can do really that can do that. So with the blessing, that the time that you have, go ahead and spend it wisely. Go ahead and do the things that you need to feel like you need to do to go ahead and accomplish. You know, go ahead and make your contribution into the world. Go ahead and be there for that friend if you have a true friend. Go ahead and be there, you know, for a family. Build that family. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. Always go ahead and bank and count on yourself. If you put in the work, remember, time is money and you deserve it. So let's see here. We got a phone call. 1 second here. Caller?
Yes, this is Danny Marie. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for calling. Yeah, today was time is money. And thanks for calling. What do you think about today? Or the topic?
Yes, so the last time I tapped in with you, the conversation was being prepared and present. And so from the times that I've been able to engage, it's like a build up or they're building on each other. I like this idea that with time is money and being prepared and present, you need to be very intentional. Mm-hmm. The running and reoccurring theme is just time. And I think when it comes to time is money, for me personally, as someone who is in my late 30s, now with 2 children, very young, 3 and 1, I looked at the first part of my life and realized God gave me a second chance when he gave me my 2 children, something to live for. So I am encouraged every day and motivated every day to like put my best foot forward and make things shake for me and my kids. In the earlier part of my life, I kind of didn't do that. I never stuck with the job over 2 years. I just kind of did blow by the wind, kind of did what I wanted to do, running to the beat of my own drum. I can see how that did not serve me well. Now looking at the latter part of my life and where I'm at presently, but I thank God for my 2 children who gave me motivation to be very intentional, have something to live for. And time is money. Every day I wake up with motivation and intention. And I don't waste any time I always say this quote, think about what you can think about. So not thinking about things aimlessly, but being very intentional even about your thoughts. So I'm not just scrolling on YouTube or scrolling on Instagram. I'm thinking about how can the information that I'm soaking in on a day-to-day better serve me.
Mm-hmm.
So that changes who I follow, what I look at. So I guess just being present and prepared allows me to be intentional about my time, and time is money because I have 2 kids that I need to take care of, and that motivates me and shapes me to put my best foot forward every day.
Wow, that's a lot. And, you know, I thank you for your feedback on that. And just speaking to you, I get more sometimes, you know, I get more to add on. You said a couple of poignant things right there, for real. And as today, you know, topic was time is money. And I look at money as just not something as, you know, that's tangible like zeros in the bank account or money greenbacks in your pocket. I look at it as, you know, some form of currency. You got to get something for your time. You got to get something for you always got to get something for you spending either way it goes, you're spending your time. The key word is spending. So what are you spending it on, and what are you getting back in return for the time that you're spending? You know what I mean? Right. So make sure it's of value. And that's something that I have to work on or worked on to be better with, because sometimes I would just give my time away and get nothing back really of value. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying to be greedy or you shouldn't help and do more or be, but you got to make sure that you're getting to build yourself so you can actually give more to your children or more to the community or whatever. We got to make sure that we fill our cup daily as much as we trying to fill somebody else's. What can an empty cup? Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. How was and you're doing the podcast, right? Were you?
Motivation Monday Mommy Meetup. So we did that today, 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Life Unscripted with Danny Marie. Thursdays, Throwback Thursdays. Friday, Follow Me Friday. So something pretty much every day of the week.
There you go. You're spending that time. Well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. Hey, do you got a topic for the next time I come on? Because you always saying some good stuff here, you know, and I'm like, I'm going to have to pay you in a minute and spend some time. Hey, you need to get paid for what you do now.
What's your focus? It's just pretty much business, podcasting, anything under the sun.
I'm sorry, would you say, sweetheart? I didn't even, I didn't catch you to the last part, what you said.
Mm-hmm. Overall, what is the focus with your podcast? Anything under the sun, or is it all business-related content?
Well, everything is business to me. You know, friendship is business. Your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, that's business. Everything is business to me. So I try to relate everything in everyday life to business because... So go ahead.
Yeah, something that just came up for me. A lot of people are losing their loved ones. So not to make it a very somber thing, but when you have all of these things that come at you on a day-to-day that will sometimes throw you off track, how do you get yourself back on track? And I don't know how you can sum that up, but when things are meant to distract you or throw you off guard, how do you get yourself back on track? Because a lot of people will use those things as an excuse, but if those things were to stop you, I mean, there's things happening every day that can throw you off track. So you don't want to use those as an excuse. Certainly we want to give time to mourn or grieve or, you know, recover from something, any PTSD, but also how can you use that as a catalyst to push you forward?
I like that. I like that because you're right. A lot of people are losing people. Seem like every other day. And that's what another thing that I was talking about today with the time is that we think we got a lot and we might not even have tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it could be us and it will be us one day when you think about that. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to sum that up into something and I'm going to probably use that to actually, you know, do the next one. So you more than welcome.
Don't be discouraged, be encouraged. If I had to sum it up, that's what just came to me.
Okay.
But I look forward to what you make that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll be looking for me. Like I say, this is the Every Other Day podcast. I really don't know when I'm coming on, but it's going to be every other day. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
all right.
It's in the title. We know what to expect. Blessings.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So have a good one and be blessed. All right.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. I like what she said. Don't be discouraged, be encouraged. So let's go ahead, sum that up and make a summation. Make a summation, basically. I guess we will call it discourage, encourage, and discourage. Ooh, and discourage. In playoff word. And discourage. That's what the next one's going to be. Our next talk is going to be about in discourage. Things that will, like she just said, Danny just said, things that will come in your life, or things, people, place, or things that can come into your life and discourage you from what you're doing and what you're accomplishing. I'm not going to say try to accomplish things that you're accomplishing or want for yourself. You're going to have obstacles that going to come in your way that's going to discourage. You're going to have people come to you and say, you can't do that. Or you're going to have obstacles come and say, that won't work. But how do we be encouraged? So we're going to end discourage. You know what I mean? End discourage. You know what I mean? And that's what I really feel like we should go ahead and accomplish and talk about this next episode coming up. Let me see if there's anything on the chats that I'm missing. Kobe Jordan, whoever that is, thank you for popping in and watching. Let me look over here on Instagram and Facebook one more again. So just for you, thanks for popping in. Dejan, I think that's you on Instagram. What's up? And I think my daughter popped in, and she in school right now, supposed to be in school doing stuff. So what we gonna do? We gonna end discourage. I had a great time talking to you all, and this is what we gonna do. We gonna also always come and encourage, build up a business mind. We gonna always build up a way to be able to network with each other if we can, even if we're far apart. So one thing that Effigy Media Arts, the pod, is going to be doing, which is the pod right here, which you see. This is a content creator studio, so people can come here and go ahead and be able to create small form content, make announcements, political statements, and things like that. News, gathering information can be accomplished here. But one thing that Effigy Media Arts as the company is going to be doing, or will be doing, let me go ahead and take this off, is creating, well, we already have it in place. We just never really put it out. So what we're going to be doing now is a web service, hosting service. So a lot of time people have live streams and things like that they want to show, or they want, but you can't do it because Facebook or YouTube or Instagram won't allow you to do it because of the music. Well, now you can come to Effigy Media Arts. We can go ahead and web host whatever you have. We went directly to our website. You can have people go ahead and I can create a password for if it's a private link or something like that, where people, you want them to, like it's a wedding or something or a funeral. You don't want it publicly put on YouTube or whatnot, or YouTube might have a problem, or Facebook might have a problem with the music that's being played, because that's mainly the big problem. And then it will cut your live stream. It will do stuff like that where you won't be able to, your live stream will drop, and then it's going to be a hassle getting it back up. So what we do with Facebook or YouTube and Instagram, we kind of eliminate that, and you can go directly. To Effigy Media Arts, our website, and have a private link, and then you can watch live stream from there. So even if you're not here in the Metro Detroit area, you can live stream it directly. Let's say we can set up a way for you to live stream it directly to me, and then I can push it over to the server, you know. And then if you're local to me and you want something like that done, I just go to where you are and I live stream it for you, and then it go directly to Effigy Media Arts website. And there will be, I think this is a great idea, the Effigy Media Arts, that we getting into the web hosting platform. So I will be putting that out real soon, that we are in the web hosting business now. Also, again, so for people that may have joined and didn't hear, I'm going to just say this one more time, is when you might have an opportunity like having weddings, funerals, graduations, whatever you want to live stream. Sometimes you have the problem with YouTube, Instagram, all these places with copywritten music. Well, now Effigy Media Arts is also a web hosting site. So now your basically your event, and you want to play music that's copywritten, music that's already out there, you know, now we can go directly to Effigy Media Arts server, and you will be able to have your live stream there, and people will be able to go ahead and log on. You can be a public event, where if you want it to be something private, intimate for the family, or for those that, you know, for those that may have just, paid a fee, you can have a fee that people can pay, and then they can get the link or the password, and they can come and watch your event. So I'm happy to announce that, and I'm always growing. I'm always thinking of ideas. I'm always thinking of new ways to be able to make business better, make it more convenient for people to be able to operate. Now, my whole thought pattern is I eat, sleep, and drink, media arts and what's next, and how can I help people get their message across. So I like to, announce that I'm going to be putting content out on that, so you guys will know exactly how to do that, how to get involved with that if you need it or want it. And outside of that, you guys, I want you to have a wonderful day. Here in Metro Detroit, it is sunny, but it's cold. So spring is right around the corner. Summer is even closer, you know what I mean? So we gonna get there in a minute. And I just like to say, keep God first, family second, and you third. In that order, you should never be made last, because the last is always made first. Next time, we're going to be talking about discouragement. Forget being discouraged. Let people think you can't be what you want to be or get what you want to get, and letting obstacles get in your way. Right after I get off of this, I'm about to drop some emails to some very VIPs, you know what I mean? Like, yo, your boy's here, do X, Y, and Z, you need it, I'm here. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to approach authority. If you want something, you go after it. You keep doing it. You keep making yourself available, and ask and do, and ask for what you want. You might be surprised you will get it. You might get it. But if you ask too low, you're going to be mad at yourself. Remember, time is money. You deserve compensation for what you're good at and for what you do. Everything that you see cost, and you spending your time on something. So it's just what do you want to spend it on? You know what I mean? So with that being said, fam, I am going to get out of here. I'm about to go ahead and play my theme music, and we out. Let me go in back. Take this back. And we going to, let's play my theme music, and we going to get out of here. Y'all have a good one.